Hi guys, it's Evelyn back from Twin Flames 3344 with a Divine Feminine Twin Flame read. Okay, it's just going to be a quick one. It was done at 4:19 today, and the main deck, which is the Sirian Starseed deck, this March 27th, 2019, and 27 is the Ace of Wands. I didn't cover that earlier. And what are we in, the 23 today? 12, 13, 15, 25, 35, 42. Okay, so we're in the 42, the Two of Cups today with the Ace of Wands. That's like passionate energy of coming together in a union type of thing. So this feminine energy from 4:19 today, the Sirian Starseed deck major arcana were the Star, Guidance, which is the Hierophant, the Hangman, Hanging Man in this deck, it's normally the Hanged Man, and then Karma, which is the Judgment. There was 2 swords, 2 pentacles, 1 wand, 1 cup. The court cards were the King of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Queen of Wands, or the Queen of Pentacles. King of Cups, King of Wands, and Queen of Pentacles. There was no numerology cards on the line of the coding here, but the numbers were 4, 6, 10, 66, 3, 4, 5, 6, that sequence, 22, 11, 68, 46, which is the Six of Cups, 68 is the Page of Pentacles, 66 is the Queen of Pentacles, 10 of the Wheel of Fortune, and the Kids in the Garden, the Six of Cups. And then as we started the read, 24 also came up, which is the Queen of Wands, who's also in the read today. So very interesting dynamic that came up. And I think you'll like this. So as we get into the coding information, was just about supporting a clear GI to balance and share, to support yourself, the Divine Feminine. So make sure to eat. And it's funny because as soon as I wrote this coding down, I hadn't eaten yet today. Actually, I still haven't. So make sure you eat, so support yourself, and also clear. You might want to do some kind of liquid diet on certain days if you can. You don't have to, but it's just saying to support a clear GI tract. Also clear by grounding and integrating. GI is also grounding and integrating to balance and share support of the Divine Feminine. So as we get into the read, it starts out with the Three of Swords card, and that's all about separation, but it also can be about healing and heartbreak. It can be heart issues as well coming up here, but really it was coming up as separation of a marriage or a home as lightning strikes and a union is coming out. Inspired by lack of faith and falling, unaware of a proposal coming. So synchronicities are out for the feminine. Definitely awakened to the masculine, seeing all these synchronicities about the feminine, and some of these synchronicities are revealing snakes for both the masculine and feminine, but also dreams come true, just like the bedtime stories movie I watched last night, where dreams really come to reality. Around the world, dreams are coming true and closure is happening. The Leo or ego is packing. The King of Pentacles makes a speech about leading a journey. The leaves are not brown, nor is the sky gray. Leo or ego is packing, with tail between their legs. Shunned from the castle, he or she start their journey onward. Out in the world is the Divine Feminine, sealed, and the masculine now gets this. The Divine Masculine is present to the streetcar named Desire, dropping burdens, heavy load, or working on details of a confession to lover on journey along with him. Cracking codes and aligning, pinching the crown to take in all this energy and reach for higher realms, the glass ceiling with his lover. And then Ashes came up with Ash Wednesday, but also just Ashes, and is Ash a name for an angel? And I was getting with City of Angels, you know, because LA is all the leaves are brown and the sky is gray. That comes up as if I were in LA, you know, everything would be better. But City of Angels isn't necessarily the City of Angels, as you all well know. And there are some other cities in this country which may actually be the actual City of Angels. So that was kind of coming up. and everything having to do with ash, and ash angels was coming up. An ash angel literally is a scavenger bird on the planet of Celeste from Star Wars. It's also an English name for a boy, a genus of trees in the olive family, having opposite pinnate leaves, or pinnate leaves, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, with valuable timber. It's white ash and European ash. It also, it means something that represents grief, repentance, or humiliation. It's also residue or remains after burning or oxidized by chemical means, or volcanic event, cremation, or disintegration. Okay? And there was an example posted here, and these were some of the information I was getting was from names.org, ourbabynamer.com, and Merriam Dictionary. The tulip, I always want to say tulip because tulips are always coming up. The lip of ashes and cheek of flame from Lord Byron came up here, Byron. And having to do right after disintegration. The lip of ashes and cheek of flame sounds like a combination you're familiar with, huh? And then the next definition was basically just ruins. So ash is the city of ruin, which is like a city of angels, right? Because where there are ruins, there are angels everywhere. So that was just coming up about ash and ruins, and Ash Wednesday, which is the start of Lent. Okay. Also, Ash, Death's Angel from quotev.com was a story. It's a story. Ash, Death's Angel, a boy whose touch means death, a girl followed by death wherever she goes, a tale of love, grief, and friendship. And then it said Death's Angel, ash.1031, 2132, the year 2132. And then it came up from angelicpedia.com about the different definitions of God. El referencing a higher God, Yah, which equals Lord. And then it was also listing fallen angels, and it was funny because the name Amy came up in fallen angels, the name of a fallen angel who was president in hell. And then Lucifer, though, is defined as Babylonian king, whose name means bearer of light. It was Satan that comes up as the adversary. Ash Wednesday, the first day of Lent, day of reflection and penitence, and leading to Easter. And what they say to you on Ash Wednesday is from Genesis 3:19, which is the cards that came up in the earlier read from the oracle cards, was 3 of the Empress and 19 of the Sun, and that was the dynamic in the read I did earlier today. And that's literally Genesis 3:19, the Empress and the Sun. So it's paralleling exactly what we were referencing earlier on today. The Empress and the Sun, dust to dust. A reminder to enjoy. It's for dust you are, and to dust you shall return. So ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Reminder to enjoy life, that it is short. So getting right into the read, as we get back to it, the underlying energy was all about wedding and true love. Sadness and betrayal left alone by King of Pentacles, superhero, with a hands-off policy. Looking back at the past love, with half brown leaves, so some of it good, some of it bad, recalled as the Knight of Cups approaches to try their hand at rejection, hoping to catch her just out of the shower, in bare feet, so lovebirds can meet eye to eye, on their toes, with dessert on the floor in a bowl. He offers a tulip to the woman in the cardboard box, as she has her foot out waiting for the glass slipper to be tried on. His hat with 2 feathers and truth under her legs, actually left thigh. Sorry about that. So his hat with 2 feathers and the truth under her legs, actually the left upper thigh, as he kneels down to pray and play. Physical activity came up here is 67, which is the Knight of Pentacles. And then also underneath that was new beginnings. So first new beginnings and then some physical activity. Okay, new beginnings is 1, which is the Magician. Expressing feelings openly about healing and forgiving. Competition, conflict, friction with insincerity, jealousy, and addiction. Now laying down sword to end the Divine Masculine war within himself. A lot of grass around, lobster claw dunes, and a bum on a log, where 2 butterflies watch him play. So that could be a bum or a bump on a log, where 2 butterflies watch him play. An empty win for the cheese who stands alone in separation from self. From God, Source, Prime Creator, on journey to lover, to divine wedding, for more information and maybe some physical activity. Recently, the Hierophant, commitment to higher self, or God. The King of Pentacles, dysfunctional marriage and family and separation in order to end the war. At night with Angel, grounding and integrating, it was just 11:11, mastering, offering of love. The foundation has to do with the tension of the journey, exposed and awake to starting over again. The wounded warrior, a bit on guard. Centrally is the Star, the Emperor, reaping a long death walk, grieving death of a rose. Rose pink, that is, inspired by the tower coming in. The clock tower of Ben Franklin and the clock tower of Cinderella when the hand strikes 12. The challenge being for the feminine is balance, and the masculine here, because it's coming up as him being in the central energy for the feminine, is balance and equitable distribution, standing up to attacks and deception, sudden epiphanies and purging, instability, an end of marriage or home, and moving. Destiny awaits for sovereign as Goose gets schooled and the King of Wands is not paying attention. The Sphinx tells the bird, "Don't worry, I'll take care of this." The King of Wands is watching her purge, choosing a path of instability and grief, like her choosing a path of instability and grief, or grief about moving out, or someone actually grieving a father's death, or one is grieving that the Emperor chose money and or fame over her, or the Divine Masculine is grieving due to karmic leaving him for money and fame with another, now that he's lost a lot of money. So she doesn't want him anymore if he can't give her money, right? Or the Divine Feminine is shining so that 2 men are vying for her attention. Judgment Day at hand by Cupid to one grieving. The Knight of Pentacles proposes a meet for a drink to burn the past and sink. Crowning is the Hanging Man with a right knee block he refuses to address. Recovering in rest and meditation, clear now on the 4D rainbow, and the cowardly lioness, not in her power, who drained him of his time, money, and energy. So there's no war now left to battle for. He's focusing on the higher love, going back to offer, to save for a happy family, happy ending to their never-ending story. Running away from jealousy issues, insincerity in commitment, church, and or establishment that he considers a bunch of BS anyway, dumping attachments to false light to find peace, and getting real about his tools, his manifestation abilities. Exposing all to burn the past for new possible destiny, Chariot awaits to hold confessional of fantasy, lily-white love, and Hermit longing for his flame to return. And I was just getting Hermit from the lily pads and the rainbow connection, okay, because that was coming up on the other page. It was starting to come up for me about Hermit, and then when I saw Hermit, I was getting Kermit again on the lily pads, okay, in the rainbow connection. Hermit longing for his flame to return, the fantasy mirror of a brothel while married, trying to silence everyone to control the situation, now wanting to rekindle the flame. Soon the King of Cups rides in to find the end of the war. So what happens when someone comes back and finds there's no more war? The Chariot is broken, or boldly breaking patterns, or allowing himself a screw-up now and then. The Queen of Wands is suddenly jealous that others put it out there. Why can't she? Refusing to wake up in separation with the Divine Masculine. The Divine Feminine is seen here as the King of Wands, so the masculine energy in hers, the King of Wands shaman. The Queen of Pentacles is grounded and at work, creating, mastering her passions. Injustice of satisfaction with grieving process, or unfair when someone's arrogant and deeply hurting others' feelings. The cards that came up for the Divine Feminine are past life relationship, let go, control issues, religious factors, which doesn't have to be religion, it can be age, culture, whatever, new love, and getting to know each other. Around the Divine Feminine, or how she is seen, is the Queen of Pentacles, with stiff upper lip, but clearly still with some hurt inside. The Queen of Cups, loving, nurturing, intuitive, has new passion for sticking it to depression and negative self-talk, especially about King of Pentacles telling her to talk to the hand, right, and ignoring her. Clear blocks of brain wars and fears that destiny won't go your way, feminines. Pending new life, feeling insecure when disconnected from higher self, deliberating rejection instead of making a connection. Just flip the switch and turn the light on. Cracking the whip with kids, for the masculine, can be the feminine as well, and showing too much skin, the kids. There's a better way to deal with kids. It's called love. The Emperor is hiding his face, so the bride gets all the light. Yet the Queen of Wands is jealous due to flame between them, literally. If you're flashy at home, this is going to the masculine and his karmic specifically, but it applies to both. If you're flashy at home or at war at home, what do you expect of your kids? How do you expect them to behave? They're going to just mimic their parents. And then the cards came up from the numerology deck: domestic harmony and financial discipline. Okay? The 5D world rescue is in process. Final judgment as the lotus opens to see lots of new angles not seen before. Opportunity for the Queen of Wands reversed to use her good student to get revenge. Or the Queen of Wands, who's reversed, is just feeling the pain of betrayal ending, or pissed to have to be a student again and learn now that she's on her own. Judgment of fantasy lovers silenced by jealous competition and longing, grieving, or regretting the harsh truth of what actually inspires the Divine Masculine. The 5D world, rescue from harsh reality of abuse, prison, rehab, hospitalization. After being in limbo such a long time, final judgment is out, and Empress Sovereign, or Empress and daughter, are expressing exciting, passionate feelings. After the battle is over and the King of Wands is reversed because he's lost, twins now win, and kids come out on top. Okay, so this Empress, the Empress and the Nine of Pentacles were together, clarifying the Eight of Wands. So it was very positive energy for the feminine. It definitely represents her in her sovereignty, or her and possibly a daughter, with this passionate communication back and forth. So it could be just excitement within herself of this passionate energy, but it's definitely the arrows of love, and it's expressing your feelings passionately. And I definitely experienced that today, actually, with my daughter, so it's funny that that came up. And then it's all about the masculine, though, still in some negative energies, because he may have lost in a divorce case or a court case. And then we have the King of Swords coming up here reversed as like a side note here to the read. It was the King of Swords reversed with the angel and the devil in between, and then the Eight of Swords reversed, which is a release from prison. So the King of Swords lied, either the King of Swords lied about the angel and devil release, or the King of Swords not talking, but a patient, horny devil, but no more anxiety, or the King of Swords lied about a Sagittarius Capricorn's release, or the King of Swords reversed with Sagittarius and Capricorn is now released from that partnership, or now released from angel-devil syndrome. What was just coming up with Animal House? Remember the angel and the devil? That's vacillation, not making a decision. Anxiety due to religious upbringing. Angel or devil, which should I be? Separation, alternating and healing at home, which is AC, alternating currents, so this is for the feminine. you're going through separation, alternating with healing at home. Okay, so separation is disconnection from self, and then healing is connection to self. In distribution, or wait. So separation, alternating with healing at home, of electric and fire and grounding. Success and attention and leading the way, the King of Wands shaman and the Queen of Pentacles, divine marriage shines its light and heals in distribution of property or sharing and learning from each other, with the King of Cups and or unconditional love, and brain wars and or fear. So you see the comparison here, love or fear, locks you in limbo with right knee pain. Just make a decision. It doesn't matter what the decision is. Just expand and express passionate feelings and arrows of love. Okay, and that was your message, and I'm going to keep this short. I will show you the picture of the reed. This is the reed. This is the basic reed. Okay, and then this is the full reed. I'm going to take some of the light away so you can see it better. Okay, so make sure you guys drink plenty of water, and rise and be loved, guys.